See, Dakota, it says right here, I'm bleeding, and I don't know how to bandage my wounds yet, so I have to find someone who can help me.
Why does it constantly tell me that your broadcast has stopped? Like, I mean, you're broadcasting, right?
Yeah. I just got knocked up more such a bullshit way.
Fuck it, I'll go to YouTube then. I can't find it here.
Did you find it?
Looking for it. No, why? Oh yeah, I'm just watching some stuff. It's what came inside that. Oh, never mind.
Left. Halmor gets to the left, along the stream.
Looks like everyone's being attacked.
Yeah, my village got raided. Now I'm running from people chasing me on horses.
It's weird seeing you play a game like this. I don't know why.
It's probably weird because it's not often I do.
So those guys are chasing you?
Yeah. Oops. That was Red Dead. I would have fell off my horse. Yeah, they're chasing me because I ran for the village and they were on the...
Warn the others! They tore scarlet!
Did they just throw something at you?
No, they're shooting arrows. They're like archer horses, guys.
Go! No! I'll kill you all!
You hear how my guy's talking to them as I pass them?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
No, jump up!
Yeah!
One thing that is the one terrible thing I found out about this game is that your horse cannot jump over crap.
Yeah?
We're closing the gate!
You're not feeling good? I'll be back, Anthony.
You know what? I think I got the same thing my father.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. As good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. So I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
I think he's alright.
Indeed, Sir Robard.
Yeah.
And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us.
Why are these
Robard, take
people
care of
helping you?
Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
I think this
Yes,
is like
sir.
another town.
And
Or another
get all the people inside the gates.
like castle.
We have to
that's
prepare for the
close
worst.
to ours. It's like
Make
a
all the
neighbor castle,
necessary
so we're just talking to them.
As you command, sir.
Yeah, it's just a neighboring castle, so I'm just warning them of what's going on. Since I got... Okay, so I couldn't run in my own castle as refuge, so I had to ride to these guys on the horse and warn them since I didn't make it. The load time reminds me of Grand Theft Autos.
Is it that long?
Not that long, but it's like one of the longer loadings I've had in the game. It's like Skyrim loading long, you know, when you first started up.
Mm. I see.
It's not so bad.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
There's also like a
I heard about your father.
there's like a type of like talking on here. It's like Fallout, you could say, where like you can persuade people, you know, or threaten them. Just depends on the kind of person you talk to or and the response they'll give you. I lost reputation for
Yeah.
what though? Looks like the clouds is not where I discovered yet. See, look, this, not that. This right here, Skylets, is my castle and my town. And then I followed the path to the neighboring castle, which is this one.
Oh, okay.
Right now I'm exploring. It's fun though, like it's on PlayStation now. You should definitely give it a download and try it yourself. There was a guy who was talking bad about the king, so me and my friends grabbed a bunch of manure and threw it at his freshly painted White House.
That's actually hilarious.
And then a guard ran after me and eventually caught me. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And I told him the guy was talking ill about the king. And the guard's like, basically, he's just like, "Oh, well, that makes sense. I'm not gonna get you in trouble then. He deserved it."
I kind of like that. That's like realistic feeling.
Yeah, because you know how the guards are all about the king and all that? Oh, I'm in a private area. You can steal and all that.
You drunk?
I don't know what that was, but I'm stealing this bow, even though these people saved my life. Steal from the people who saved my life.
You're just like a Bethesda character now.
I know. Rob, give me all your weapons. I'm in a guard tower. Can I steal this axe? Nah.
You know, I admit I kind of miss games like this, like mainly just the Bethesda games, because they're just like
They're
go
so
out
open.
and explore in first person and figure things out. What this reminds me of.
It's really not bad though. I like it. Lockpick hard, very hard. Man, I'm so trash at hard lockpicks. Cool. I got a shield, an arrow, an axe, and a sword from the people who saved my life. I'm a good person.
Must eat.
Do you hear that?
You're hungry.
Yeah, that must be why I was almost fainting. Oh yeah, you have to eat on here. I'm pretty sure. I think that's a thing. Oh yeah. Look at the bottom of the screen. See how my food bowl
You have to
is
sleep
like?
too. Yeah.
Yeah, my food bowl is like a quarter way gone. My bed. It's in this place. Okay,
I feel like this game would be so cool if it had multiplayer.
I agree. Yes. This game seems really cool. I've never played a like this is like Red Dead, but like
Yeah, the way you like have the option to sleep or sit and stuff reminds me of Red Dead.
I I need to get some food fast. Can't delay, no time to lose. So I can't sleep right now. Okay. So what do?
What are you supposed to be doing?
I don't know. Let's see. Go to the kitchen. I have to find wherever the kitchen is before my guy passes out.
Damn.
I don't think food's the issue with your guy. You look like you need sleep.
Actually, I think it is the food. It told me to go.
Yeah, but if you look at your bed meter, it's like less than halfway compared to the food.
Yeah, my guy loses vision when he doesn't eat.
Like you don't eat, you go blind.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat
I
your
love
fill.
those characters.
Thank you, my
He
lady.
got that like British accent.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard.
Now
After
come
all
eat
he's
some
been
porridge,
through, he
dearie.
deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you
Thank
to
you,
it.
dumb bitch.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
There's also different, like, I can look at societies. So, like, right here, how it says general location, societies basically explaining, like, the job and what people do. Like, shepherds, it explains to me what they do, what their description is, you know, stuff like that. The merchant, it explains that. They're interesting to read. The farmer, you know.
Probably like historically accurate.
Yeah. Something like that.
Please tell me what happened in Skalitz. I have kin there.
Sorry.
Hey,
Can I eat again? I cannot.
Seems I'm not good enough for the gent.
And you just straight up take the food that they have, like
Remember?
prepared for somebody.
I wasn't even paying attention. Did you see that? The guy asked me a question, I ignored him, and he's like, seems like I'm not good enough, and I lost reputation from him.
Something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Oh.
How do I eat then? Eat. I'm just gonna take some more food since, you know, they let me. So I'll be taking that. Be taking all of that.
Yeah, you're literally taking all the food they've made.
Yeah,
You just took the whole bowl.
I know. They don't care.
You just stuffed the poop in your pants. It's like you're wearing it as a cup. They're like, isn't that hot for you? And you're just like, yes.
That's like how it warms me up. Can I go to sleep this time?
Well, that's a weird clock.
That's pretty cool. The more energy the more I sleep, the more
You just
energy
try
and
to
all
go
that.
to sleep for 12 hours.
Dude, I like the way this game is. This is a different way of like showing you sleep.
It does seem pretty interesting.
I took the whole bowl and just shoved it in my pants. I'm telling you, that's great.
You're still wearing it as a cup. All the soup's just pressed up against you.
I don't need a blanket because it keeps me warm.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
That's responsible.
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
I mean, she's literally holding it.
My lady,
figured he'd notice that.
thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
I'm so glad that didn't go a different direction, because I was
I
about
know.
to be so annoyed.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened.
Why is the camera so
But
zoomed
yeah,
in?
this is definitely happens in real
The
life.
day
100%.
started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention
Why am I so
of
close
paying.
all of a sudden?
It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own
Yeah,
good,
why are you so
letting
close
even
to
a
her?
scoundrel like that buy on credit.
I think it's messing up.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to
She
it.
looks so uncomfortable.
He was forging a
I
sword for
know.
Sir Radzi. I'd been secretly learning sword fighting and hiding it from my parents. So when we assembled the sword, I tried a few moves with it.
That's cool.
There's a big difference between a wooden sword and a real one. Maybe if I hadn't taken that sword in my hand, I wouldn't be here today.
You're full of surprises.
that Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
She looks like she wants to say, dude, back up, but she doesn't want to be rude.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
I don't know why I'm actually so close
And
to
then
her.
death descended on Skalitz.
It's like the perfect angle, just enough to get my mouth though.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund butchers.
He's
And then
actually
I saw
explaining
him
what I had to
knocking
do,
down
Dakota.
one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armor, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their
Actually,
souls.
7 guards killed the mother.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
I love how the camera's staring at your shoulder.
It's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a
Imagine
look at
getting a woman
Talmberg,
to talk to
the
you
castle
this
was
much
stormed
without
and my
having to
husband
try.
was imprisoned.
Really?
Literally, you don't do a thing.
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
There's just a lot of information
7
for me not
years.
knowing her.
That's
I
how
know,
long
she's
it took
literally
before
telling you her
Havel
life
was
story.
condemned as
You're
an
like a
enemy of the
Bethesda
crown.
character.
And even then, he refused to surrender the castle
Literally,
and
Skyrim
release
and
my
Fallout
husband.
all over again.
In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Uh-oh.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this?
Exactly.
You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Better let me sleep. I'm tired.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my
Thank
lady.
you, weird-haired girl. She had like Leia hair, but not Leia hair. Why did she just tell me her whole life story? I'm not the Dragonborn.
She really did. It's like you were. It's like you were the the Bethesda character, ready to listen to every person's life story.
No, at least this one made sense. At least she found me instead of talking to me. Normally, I just walk. I exist around them and they tell me their whole life story.
Move in, people! Come on! Come on! Running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
For a second, I thought you woke up and the whole place was burning.
The way she's dying is how it.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Oh jeez, dream dad, thanks a lot. No, the way the bomb died, not in his dream, was way more brutal than that. The way the mom died is, the husband got sliced in the back and she was laying on him crying, and then a guy stabbed her in the back with a sword, and then another guy from the side stabbed her with like a javelin.
Henry, wake
and
up.
then she got stabbed by like
Don't want to
7
miss
different
this.
guards consistently until she died.
Happening? Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
They like formed a circle around here and were just attacking her with their weapons. That's how she died. The dream was honestly not as bad. Go to the battlements. The gateway stairs. Tiredness. Tiredness. If you're tired, your stamina just will gradually decrease. Sleep solution. Find available bed, which you'll recognize from the icon. Your bed. Sit on the bed. Protect the sleep longer. Okay. You learned woman in the Middle Ages. What's woman in the Middle Ages? Let's see. Whoops. Not used to the way this thing works anymore. There we go. Society. Characters. The Pope. I'll look at it later. It's not that big of a deal. Where am I going? Got my sword? Yes, I do.
But if I have to choose a place for you, then right here behind solid walls is it. True enough. Good health to you.
Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I was thinking that
I saw
too.
you with Sir Roebuck. Didn't he tell you anything?
No, nothing.
Well, this guard's useless.
Anyway, we ain't prepared for a siege.
And if he's really got such a big army, he might not even hold out against the first offensive.
Talmberg's a strong castle, though. It can handle a siege.
The best thing would be to join forces with Scarlet.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
God be with you.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
What kind of quote is that?
He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
Yeah, bro.
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even
I thought they were dead.
There, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Balding.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir.
Lock me up?
But
I'm not even part of your castle.
We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
This dude's gonna try to lock me up. I'm not even part of his city, his castle,
These
whatever.
are dark times.
Move out! Anywhere, people! Move out!
You know, I very much appreciate the fact that they're making the choices for me.
That's what I was.
talk to Sir Robert.
Men!
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid! And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
May the Lord watch over you.
Knowing this game, I actually probably have to watch. Okay.
And it was just strangely long. He pulled nothing weird there.
Not at all. This game has little tiny bit of glitches here and there, but that's never a bad thing in a game.
My respects to you.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk managing to slip away like that?
I can't imagine how they did it. The more I think about it, there was either
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. If you have to wait for something, you can keep a pressing sensor and set how long you can wait. Oh, so that's cool. Wait till morning. I wonder if the time of day actually changes in this or not. Kind of curious about that. Okay, well, let's just lean against this wall and skip.
Wait, do you have to lean up against the wall to do that?
No. The guy said lean against it, so. I don't even know what time it is. Whatever, we'll do 11 hours. Okay, fine. I love this clock, it looks cool.
It does look interesting.
Sorry. What's going on?
Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Let's go! Move it! Quick!
Dakota, I can tackle the guard if I want. When I'm sprinting, I can tackle people as I please.
Really?
Yeah, if I'm running.
Okay, just randomly attack for no reason?
No, the army that killed my castle moved on to this one now.
Wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markvart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's good. Alright.
My lord, you have my...
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looked like he was rounding up his troops to go on.
Get on with you, Robard.
I thought it was gonna be Kingdom Under Fire, and he was gonna shoot fire arrows at us. Man, do I miss Kingdom Under Fire.
Same.
Dude, the music for that game is godly. What if he turned around and saw me and saw that they were lying? There we go, level ones.
Incoming mortar shot.
Don't get the ballistas. We have a fight to battle. Or the swamp mammoth.
Swamp mammoth.
The wyverns. Oh, I missed that game so much.
That game was so cool.
An old game, like in a time like this, but with wyverns and swamp mammoths and all that. Dakota, I've been playing too much Apex. What does that look like to you?
It looks like a black market.
That's what I thought it was. Where am I going? Oh, I gotta follow this guy.
Can you save automatically, or does the game auto-save?
I could save automatically.
I thought your character's like halfway down at the bottom of the screen.
Shut up.
So, Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
I'm on
What
stairs.
would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Let's play some Titanfall in a bit.
Yeah.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
I mean, I don't see how it's his responsibility to keep you from doing what you want to do.
Okay,
you want to go bury your parents and get yourself killed? Why does he give a shit so much?
All right.
Hey.
I know it's kind of. Okay, now that it's that.
The best thing for hair. I heard it from a traveling merchant. He had it in
What are you
France,
looking
and
at?
It was delicious. Oh, sorry.
What are you playing at with that
And if he
weapon?
doesn't like
It
it,
looks
we'll
so
lock him in the
smart.
hen coop, so
So,
we'll
like,
have a proper appetite.
Just kidding, just kidding. Hold on, where is it? Totally didn't steal any of their swords. Can I stop reading and just... There we go.
They say they can
I like how your
slice a
sword's
cow
called
or
Noodle.
men in two halves.
Reminds me of Hollow Knight.
Shut up!
That's not all. They say
Please, someone!
Oh, God.
Help!
Do
something!
Yeah.
Come here,
Oh,
quick!
God, do-
Along! No.
You look like you're pushing them backward with your fists.
Surrender!
Quick!
I'm sorry! Leave me alone!
Bring it on!
Well, I guess now's any time to show you combat. It's apparently I
It
just
looks
wanna
more like
get
you're getting murdered.
Well, I don't have my sword out to defend myself. Alright. There's Needle. Well, stop it, game.
You'll get what for.
Oh, there's no way. I can't attack, there's so many. Well, that went nowhere. Okay, well, let it load again and then I'll show you. Shut up, I did my best. Which was nothing because I was trash. Look at that guy's armor. Yeah, you're allowed to attack anyone in this. Like those citizens, how I could just attack them. Lockpick's very easy.
Iron masks on their faces. I saw them.
Give me just a sec. I'm trying to find. Not going where all the guards are.
For Christ's sake.
Shut up.
Human bones of the edges.
I guess this guy's good as any to attack. Oh, really? You're the one who told me that, are you?
Put the weapon away. Watch it. Can't draw your...
What the hell was that? The guard makes you have a second thoughts.
Somebody help!
Murderer!
Do something!
Surrender! You've committed...
Help! There's a corpse here!
Murdered that guy for potion.
My God! God! Quick! Help! There's a corpse there!
Dude, I think I think they headshotted me.